And welcome to the 365-day gaming challenge. This is the challenge where I play an unplayed game for my pile of shame every day for the year, the whole year. And today is day 230, and we are looking at Concrete Jungle. This is a game from 2015, if we want to have a quick look at the Steam page. Released in September 2015. And this is Cool Powered Games. Lovely. So this is a city builder slash deck builder game. And it's got quite an interesting perspective there, with some depth of field stuff going on the edges. It looks very strange. So let us have a quick look at that. Quite nice. Let's have a quick look at the options. We can increase the traffic if we want to. The music volume, look. Stream safe music, yes. Okay, well, we will do that. Music volume is at 30, so we don't have it at 100%. Very, very good. I do like that. Game options. English. Tooltips, yes, very good. Random Nova. Disable nighttime. Normal. Whatever that confirmation step is. And controls. Looks like we can use a controller, but not sure how well that's going to be in this type of game. We'll find out. We might turn the controller on. Maybe. So let us have a look at the campaign. We're going to do custom game as well, but we are going to do campaign. And we're going to do Caribou City. Caribou. It has a population of 500,000. And very strange stamp and stag. And we're going to go to Hollyville. Just the tutorial, and we are going to learn the basics of Concrete Jungle. We need 100 what? 3 stars. 100 something? Who knows? Let's start. Ooh. Here is Hollyville. Hollyville just got a bit bigger.
Welcome to the small town of Hollyville. My name is Lainey, and I'm here to show you the ropes.
Alright, thank you, Lainey.
Looking around is pretty easy. You can use the right mouse or the keyboard's cursor or W, A, S, and D keys.
Wizard keys. There we go, that's nice.
You can also zoom in and out using the mouse wheel or the R and F keys.
Oh, look at that. All the way out. All the way in. Out. In. Out. In.
In front of you, there is a small grid upon which you can place buildings.
Lucky us.
Those buildings are determined by a series of cards. Let's draw some now and get started.
Yes, please.
That will do nicely. At the top here is the next card in your build list.
Oh, you have to do it in that
It's a school.
order, do you?
Pretty useful.
Only if you want to go to school. Who wants to do that?
On the card is a small 3x3 grid with a building icon in the middle. This displays the building's effect on its adjacent tiles. Blue squares represent +1 point, so the school will give +1 points to the tiles immediately adjacent to it.
Select the school card.
With a card selected, you can now place it. Notice how the blue highlights represent the area effect as displayed on the card.
Fabulous. Well, let us put it down just there. Oh, we can't put it down, apparently.
Let's put the school here.
I didn't want to put it there. I wanted to put it there. That's making me do something I don't want to do. You make me sad, Lainey. You make me sad.
You'll notice there are now some plus score markers on the empty tiles that were affected by the school.
Yeah, and we destroyed a forest.
If we place point-collecting buildings on those positive scoring tiles, we'll get points.
And you know what points make?
It just so happens the next card in your build list is a houses card. By far the most common point-collecting building. Notice how it tells you on the card if the building collects points or not.
Where? Collects points. Right at the bottom. In text. So, cool. Breweries don't collect points, eh?
So let's get some points.
Okay. Place the house on the highlighted tile.
Great!
Right next to a school. Perfect if you want to spy on children. If you're that way of a creep.
We now have 1 point due to the combination of the school's area effect and the house.
I wish that doorbell would stop ringing because I think it's mine.
We have a target to reach for each column.
Column?
Currently, that target is 2. You can see your current target right here
columns.
in the top right.
That is a column of what? It's a column of requirements. Of some value.
In order to fulfill that target for each column, we need to use a combination of buildings that affect their surroundings and point-collecting buildings. Next up, we have a car wash. This card also has some red squares, which means it will have a negative effect on those tiles.
Oh, that's bad.
But crucially, it has positive effects in the places we need right now to bring our house up to 2.
That's good.
Select and place the car wash so that our house is given another point.
I'm going to put it there.
We now have 2 points in the first column thanks to our house, school, and car wash.
Because everybody likes living next to a car wash.
Also notice how the red negative area effect from the car wash canceled out one of the points from the school.
Oh no.
Now the first column is complete. Look what happens.
What? A drum roll happens.
See that? The column has been cleared. That means you bank the points from that column, which are then multiplied and added to your total score.
Why are they multiplied?
It also means you get a new empty column to build in here on the right. The immediate aim of the game is always to clear the first column, but you'll have to plan ahead with your building placements in order to do that for future columns. Those are the basics, but let me show you what happens if you forget to place a point-collecting building in a column.
You don't get any points?
Fill this column with the following non-point collecting buildings. If any building area effects spill off the side of the grid, they will have no effect. You can use this to your advantage sometimes. Now we have no point collecting buildings in this column. This will likely happen to you sometimes, but just to be clear, it's something you want to try and avoid. And not just because we have a brewery and factory next to a school.
What's wrong with that? The teachers need somewhere to drink.
With no means of collecting points, this column cannot reach its target. Therefore, it's just going to sit there while we fill up the rest of the empty land. We need to force clear it. Once the first column is filled, you'll notice this little button flashing at you. All we have to do is click it to force clear. Great! However, force clearing isn't free, it costs you 1 life. You can see how many lives you have left here. Make sure you use your lives sparingly. Once you run out, you'll fail the level. Now see if you can complete past this column here using the next batch of buildings.
Alright. What was your name again? I've forgotten. Where are we supposed to do? House. Another house. Why have we got a -1 there? A supermarket. Another house. Shops. A car wash. A brewery. Another brewery. Some houses. A school. Another school. Why can't we put that there? A car wash. And the supermarket. And the factory. And the house.
Looks like you're ready for the next challenge.
Area complete somehow. Luther Fields is next. This is a solo mode simplified on normal difficulty. Let's start then. So this is more
Since
of a...
you did such a good job at Hollyville,
I don't think I really did.
well, apart from the whole school, factory, brewery debacle, which was kind of my fault,
Yeah, take the blame.
I've hired you to develop in the county of Luther Fields, a small commuter town south of the city. You know what to do, just a few small differences this time. You now have 2 times as many build slots.
Ooh.
You can now choose your next building from either of the cards in the white bracket area.
Lucky
Oh,
me.
the excitement! Us government employees need to appreciate the little things. I've also thrown some new buildings into the mix. This is a green. Yes, the card is yellow, get used to it. It's one of my favorite entry-level cards. It lets you choose a tile around it to give +1 to. Super useful! All you have to do with a green is place it where you want as normal. Some blue icons will then appear to show you where you can apply the card's buff. Just select where you want to apply the buff. If you decide to cancel the placement after you have clicked, you can do so by clicking the X icon that appears over the chosen build position.
I don't want to.
If you ever get confused about what a card does, you can right-click on any card at any time in the game to have a closer look and find out more. You need to develop the land without running out of lives. This bar here shows you how close you are from completion. It will fill with blueness as you clear columns.
Blueness.
One more thing.
What's that?
The column target is now set at 3. Nothing you can't handle, right? Good. I'm going back to City Hall. I've got so much paperwork to do with the coming election. Catch you later.
I'm not voting for you. Right. So we have a car wash. We can positive that one up to a 2. And if we have another green, just there, we can positive that up to a 3. Now, factory. We will put all the way there. And a brewery. We'll put that just there. Houses, yes please. And a house just there. A supermarket. Oh look, we can knock that up too. A 4. Library. And that we can knock up. Oh, actually, if we put that there, we can put that to a 6. And a house. A 1. Shops. Put that. It's a 4 in the park square. We put that there. And the house. Yes. Another supermarket. Factory. Green. Let's put the green there. We put the green actually. We put the green there. We can make that a minus to a 0. And if we put a green there, we can put that to a +1. Brewery. We'll stick that up there. And a house. Why is that giving us a heart thing? Didn't we do enough collecting on this one? Houses. Shops. Did we win? Come on. Put that there, those will both go to 2s. Which is good. Houses, so house there. Green. Brewery. Can you not delete things? Oh, house. This is a very peculiar game. So have I lost again? I don't want to go through all that bloody tutorial bollocks again.
Since you did such a good job at Hollywood,
No,
all you have to do with the green, just if you need what the I'm going.
Go back to City Hall and leave us alone. A library. A school. Another house. Park Square, okay. find a house. Park Square should make that a 3. Houses. School. Green. A brewery. So Park Square. And a car wash. A green. How about we put a green in that there in a school? Shop there. Another house. Another house. Are we winning yet?
Excellent!
I think we did a bit better that time. Alright, I think I'm getting the idea of this one now. Grapefruit District. That may be a bit bitter.
Did you hear the news?
No.
Caribou City has a new mayor. Some guy called Selfridge.
Did he though? Did he sell the fridge? Did he?
Can't wait to meet him.
I think I can probably hold my breath.
But welcome to Grapefruit District. As you can see, there's not much going on here. So it's a perfect site for redevelopment. You've been doing really well, so I think I'm going to give you a bit more control today.
Why, thank you.
Up until now, you've been using a preset selection of cards. I'm going to change that by teaching you the basics of deck building.
Was that sheep sound effect intentional? I don't see how that's relevant to deck building, but alright.
You always start the game with 12 cards. These are basic entry-level cards, and most of the ones you've been using so far fall into this category. You can tell a card's level by the colored triangle in the top right. This gray-pink color represents a basic level card.
Why pink?
Remember, you can always
Everybody
right-click
knows
on a
pink
card
is
at any
always
time
rare.
to find more details about it, including its level.
Or is blue? Blue's normally rare. Pink is normally epic.
There are some other numbers here too. Let's start with the one in orange. This number is the card's expenditure cost. When you play this card, the number here gets added to this bar in the top right. When this bar fills up due to accumulating expenditure from your buildings, your column target will increase by 1.
Oh,
So that makes everything harder, since then you need to reach that higher target for your future columns. In other words, high expenditure costs are something you want to avoid, as it will make your column target increase faster.
it's like they thought of everything.
But seeing as almost every building has an associated expenditure cost, it's inevitable your target will increase eventually. This other number in yellow here is a bit more positive.
I thought 3 and 1 were both positive.
This is the card's economy point contribution. In a similar fashion, this number gets added to the yellow bar in the top right. I'll show you what happens when the economy bar fills. Let's place some buildings that are good for our economy.
Where's the inflation building? Brewery's good for our economy, and so is the factory.
You now have a purchase. You get one every time the yellow bar fills to its maximum.
Why is that 3 flashing on and off? That looks like a bug to me. I have a purchase.
We can spin this on a new card to add to our deck.
Oh goody.
Look, a new button.
I like new
This
buttons.
button opens the card shop, and that's exactly what it sounds like. You'll get a choice of 4 random cards to add to your deck.
Shall we click it then, shall we? Boo, wholesaler. Boo, brewery. Boo, that's 5. 5? That gives us economy though. But that gives us schools. But they are cheap. Why is a school cheaper than a park square? That makes no sense. And how can a school and a park square not be good for the economy? Because if you've got a park square, you can have ice cream vans going around and kids playing. And kids' parents buying ice cream, which is good for the economy. This game is stupid. Right, I am going to go with a wholesaler to boost our economy.
Good choice.
Maybe.
That should keep you going for a little while.
Well, until we run out of them. You want me to play now, do you? Let's have a house there then. Green. Why are you bing-bonging me? is that one. Put that there. We'll put that there. Damn it. Okay. Factory, not another factory. Green. Three, give me three. I think we only have to get that one, don't we, when we've won. So let's put brewery there. House. School, can we do that then? Did we win? No.
Another area complete.
Oh. Greetings. Let's go to Randolph. Reckons this one's hard.
Good morning. Welcome to Randolph, aka Suburbia. I grew up here, so don't screw up. I've got a new card to show you, but to demonstrate, I need you to build a city block. You may have noticed already that if you place buildings of the same color next to each other, they group together. This forms a city block. You can differentiate between blocks by looking at the road layout. Roads will encircle blocks. We've got a few houses here. They're all of the residential class, green, so we can use them to form a block.
Ooh.
By default, the maximum block size is 4 buildings, but you may come across cards that increase this. Place the 3 houses in a row here.
One, two.
This next card is special because it can give 1 point to each building on the block. Like the green, however, you can only choose blocks adjacent to it. So select the community hall and place it on a tile next to the residential block. Magic! buildings that affect entire blocks can be really powerful. There's something else I need to make you aware of.
Ooh.
Up until now, you've only used cards that are repeatedly cycled in your deck. Some cards, however, are one use only. These cards are usually either more powerful or cost less expenditure to make up for it. You can tell if a card is cycled in your deck repeatedly or a one-shot card by the icon in the top left. Look for the circling arrows behind the class icon. As you can see here, the Houses card is cycled in your deck.
Yes.
That means when you've played all the cards in your deck, it will remain along with any other cycling cards. They will get shuffled and you'll start to draw them again. The Duplex, on the other hand, is a one-shot card. Once you've played it, the card will be removed from your deck. To make up for the fact it's one use only, the Duplex has a nice bonus effect of giving itself 2 points. You have a Duplex available now, so you could put it on one of these tiles. The Duplex gives +2 points to itself due to its special ability as listed on the card. But placing it here will also make it join your existing residential block, which means it will also get an additional point thanks to your community hall. Or you can place it further out to help you clear a future column. It's your call. Good luck.
It's my call. Well, in that case, I'm calling it. A restaurant. We've got some houses coming up, but they're green. What if we do greens across that way? I mean houses like this. That it's only going to affect that one. Clinic. I put the factory there. It's going to do damage to that and that, so... And the supermarket. Restaurant. No, we can't put that there. We can put that there. And a house there. House.
Great work. You didn't
I did
ruin it.
it.
That's the Caribou City way.
I
Aim
wouldn't.
low and be pleasantly surprised.
Well, there you go. That has been a 365-day gaming challenge. That is a challenge where I play an unplayed game from my pile of shame every day for the entire year. Yes, the year. This has been day 230 and we have been looking at Concrete Jungle, which is a city builder puzzle deck building game. It's quite fun. I quite like that. You do have to think quite carefully about the placements and the rows ahead, and once you get the idea of how the game works, it's actually quite thought-provoking. So yes, definitely recommend taking a look at this one if you like this type of game. Just go back to the Steam page again quickly. This is £5, 39 pence, so it's not a bad price, and that's not the sale price. So I bet on sale this one goes down to a couple of quid. It is from 2015 and it worked on the 4K screen. It had tooltips, it had tutorial, it had music that wasn't set to 100%. Overall, that's pretty good going for a fairly old indie game. But I will be back again tomorrow with another game from my pile of shame. Until then, I hope you have a pleasant evening, and I wish you farewell.